All right, now I have a mic. Let me make sure it's all working though. I'll get myself a sody. Lawrence, this one's for you. Hey, Joe, we're a little early. I get it. Gonna try to. That's good. I'm glad I sound good because I need to put my apron on. I was gonna be funny and call this Thawing Thursday, but then some might not have got it. So we'll just call it Thrilling Thursday with me, and we're gonna do some thawing. Thawing, but that's just funny for sawing because that would be funny. Anyway. Now don't know much about your saw. You know what, Lawrence? That makes two of us. I don't know much about it either. In fact, I just spent a little time farting around with it here. We're not going to get going here real quick. I just sort of sat down here. Let me get this thing aimed right here. Here we go. This is the scroll saw, Scroll. Scroll saw. And it goes up and down like this. And it cuts the wood like this. Hey, Will, how you doing? So it makes little tiny cuts in the wood like that. You know, one of the things I've looked at, Lawrence, is I've got this little pedal right here, and there is no variability. It's just on or off. And I don't know if that's by design or what, but I would like to have a little bit of a rheostat there, you know, and sort of speed it up, slow it down kind of thing. And this is the slowest speed. Actually, that's the slowest speed right there. That's turned all the way down. And then it goes faster and faster and faster and faster and faster until it is going. That is number 10. And it is going, it looks like it's going real slow on the camera, but it is going up and down very fast. And I just spent a little bit of time replacing the blade. And Lawrence, you will know better than I am, but this is I think it's a number 5 blade. This is a number 5 regular blade. Yeah. Super small, super thin. These are the blades there. See if it'll focus in on them, guys. Hey, Cindy. Siri thinks I'm talking to her. I'm not talking to you, Siri. Okay. She said, okay. So these are number 5 double teeth. And I'm sure we'll break one, so we'll be able to use a number of things. Yes, it's good all around blade. Oh, okay. The number 5 is pretty small, really. My goodness, I couldn't believe how tiny that thing is. But I was playing around on the bottom. I'm learning how to put the blade in. Where did my square go? I've squared it up. My table here, Lawrence, only tilts side by side. It doesn't go up and down this way or anything like that. It just goes side by side. So if I had an angle, I had to do that. But I just went and checked out the blade and made sure it's all nice and square. And it's pretty square to the table, which is good. This is a square, and it's a very highly refined precision instrument that you can see take very good care of. Not. But what we're going to work on tonight is this little thing here. So as Lawrence recommended, I almost called him Leonard. As Lawrence recommended, I went to Steve D. Good's website. You should see the 00 on 001 blades. I'm probably pretty small, I'd imagine. Probably like a jeweler's blade almost. Yeah, good all right. Anyway, so this is going to be a key fob for Carrie. And one of the things I have to do first is drill holes in here so that I can get things through there. So I'm going to, I don't have my little driller thing yet. Hopefully that's somewhat straight. But the blade is going to go through this little hole. And that's going to be the fun part, is watching me put that blade off and on. And hopefully I don't drill through my hand. I don't think it's going to work. My blade's too big for that A area there. Dang. Yeah, that ain't going to work. That is not going to. Maybe I'll just leave that. As the lowly and only artist in the shop, I'm going to leave that one alone. Right now, I can tell already I'm going to be crooked. Want to make sure I don't drill through the back of my hand here. So we got to make some little holes first for the blade. This being my very first thing on a scroll saw, this is probably going to be pretty interesting. Something else must be going on this Thursday night, because there's not many people here, which doesn't matter. I can't wait to get my little driller thing there, Lawrence, because I can see how that'll be squarer and neater and all that good stuff. So on the back, of course, you end up with all these little holes that you can drill through. Let's see. This is going to be a cool project, I hope. I hope. So I got it all tensioned up here, which is really the problem, because now I have to feed the little blade through each one of those holes. But I think I'm going to cut the outline first. And I may try those R holes, but literally I'm drilling through there and it's almost the same size as my drill bit, which I thought was pretty tiny. This, by the way, is a piece of Paduk, P-A-D-A-U-K. And I was going to do that three-dimensional one, Lawrence, that Steve's got on his website that some other guy did. But I don't think I'm going to be that brave today. Let's see. I think I need about a couple of more holes here. Tammy is live. Well, why do we have to broadcast that here? That's good that she's live. Okay. Let's come over here. So now I've got to loosen this thing here. This has got like I'm going to need a big old screwdriver or something, because this thing is big and very tight. I think I'm going to make a little handle for this because it's so big. Oh, okay. There we go. So that's loosened up. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to do the inside. I think I'll do the outside first. Let me just tighten that back up. There we go. All righty then. Okay, so then, Lawrence, I guess we just start sawing, don't we? This thing here is a finger that holds it down so it doesn't go up. So this is variable and will go up with the thickness of the wood. And one of the things I've noticed is I've got to get this thing all lubricated up. So we'll drop it just above that thing there. Hi, Denise. Yeah, we're a little early. We're just messing around. This is the scroll saw that I'm going to play with tonight. Hopefully not cut my fingers off. It says right up on top, keep fingers from under this arm while in operation. So, you know, what the heck? All right, here we go. Now, I did line up the bottom with the piece of wood. That way I don't have to cut anything down there. Yeah, Tim, I think Cindy was just letting you know what she was going. What? Oh, yeah. I'm only concerned with my world, sadly. It's all I can keep track of nowadays. Okay, there is that there. I'm going to get a little speed on there, Lawrence. Here we go, buddy. I'm going to have to get some experience of how to cut into the edge of a piece of wood there. I'm already off the line. So I guess we go that far. And then we come in this way, I would think. Lawrence, let me know if I'm doing this wrong. And it's got this cute little blower right here that will blow right where all the sawdust is. So it keeps it nice and clear. That wasn't very good, Lawrence. I'm not very good at following the lines. Yeah, Lawrence, I'm telling you, I mean, a lot of practice there, buddy. A lot of practice. Or my blade's too small. I'm not sure which it is. Or I just got to get a lot of practice in figuring out where that thing is going to go. Hey, Ken, would you bring me my other glasses off my desk? Boy, when it grabs, doesn't it, Lawrence? I was trying to turn it, and it just went right around there. Let me get it back out of there. Thanks, Kev.
What's making?
Well, it's supposed to be a key fob, but we'll have to see how it turns out. Oh, now I can't see that up there at all. What's it say, Kev?
What?
What does Lawrence say there? I also made Steve
good clamps for those patterns.
Oh, good Steve clamp. Yeah, I saw those. I just didn't have enough time yet. Oh, that's good, Cindy. That's good. I'm sure he was a whole lot better than I am, I'll tell you. Because this is not easy. It looks simple, but it is not easy. And I'm glad we're giving you some good memories. And you know, I could see, Lawrence, why I need one of those little Steve clamps there. Because there's not enough finger room on this guy here. Seems like that little blade wants to go its own way. And hey, if I cut a digit off, we'll all go watch Tammy. I'll sit here and bleed and we'll just go watch Tammy. This is Lawrence. This is sort of like welding, isn't it? You either got to be a really good welder or a really good grinder. And I think at this point, I'm going to have to be a really good sander. I am live, baby. It's not Memorex, it's live. Because see, as I push it, I think it's going to go in one direction, but I'm really pushing it to go a different direction. And then it cuts through the wood and immediately heads in that direction. So Lawrence, I would imagine you'd change your blade to do these straight areas, right? Oh no, it's actually going pretty good right now. We'll do a critique as I'm going through here. Making you a key fob made out of Paduke. You probably have to read them because with these glasses on, I can't see the screen. Yeah, saw that one. Thank you. That was about it. Oh, that was the last one? Oh. Absolutely. Yes, it does. This is actually quite interesting, and I could see how this will quickly become addicting. But I am pushing the saw blade around, I'll tell you, Lawrence. But I could see what you're saying about letting the blade do the work. Don't worry, I'm still about an inch from the blade, so we're not going to get cut yet. But yep, I'm going to have to make myself a couple of Steve clamps. All right, we have cut that out. You know, that's not bad. Got a little squirrely right here and a little squirrely as I was coming around the corner. What do you think, Lawrence? Looking pretty good. I can easily round that on the sander, so that won't be a big deal. Okay, now comes the hard part. And this is the part that sort of makes me crazy when I think about scroll sawing, because now I've got to take the blade off. So let me turn the power off. So I get power's off now. And I've got to take the blade out. But that means I have to detension it. Right, Lawrence? I got to detension it so these things will come together, because right now they're pulling apart. So I'll get up, get my screwy driver, and pop that little tensioner up. I have released the tension. And now I need to undo that there. And I've got to take the little hole there and put the blade. Oh, it didn't come off the bottom. Put it up through the hole. What the heck? Oh, my whole thing dropped out the bottom here. This is the bottom of it where it goes into the bottom and holds on there. It's got a little springy thing down there too, Lawrence. I don't know why that popped out of there. I guess that was super loose, huh? That's what I was playing with before we went live. All right, that thing is up in there. And now I got to put it through here. I got to hold that bottom thing while I do that so it doesn't come apart. All right, then I got to bring this thing down here, catch the top of that blade. I need like 3 hands, Lawrence. Don't I? Should I requisition a new hand? All right, then I tighten that one up. Now the blade's decently tight, but still pretty loose. What's he saying up there? Good job, Jim. Thanks. Hey, Stacy. We're doing a little messing around tonight. Been turning all week. Now we're just doing some scroll sawing. This is my very first, literally, I turned this thing on 30 minutes ago. So brandy new. Okay, now I got to do this little, did I do that right, Lawrence? Is that pretty good? Let me move this over here, but I am going to buy myself a different foot pedal. All right, it's back on. I'm holding it, and here goes the power. Go. Why isn't it going? Nothing. Nothing, Lawrence. I got no juice. Power is on. The rheostat's at about, oh, there we go. Now, why did that just start going all of a sudden? That makes me a little bit of wondering there. Let's see. How am I going to tack the inside here? I guess let me get that to blow that off there. Let me get this down here. Hold that a little tighter. Still wants to bounce up and down. I think I'm going to like that spiral blade more. You know what I'm saying? Let me get it curved around that D there. So what do, Lawrence? Just turn it and let the blade. Oh, yeah, I see. So you turn it, and then you let the blade come around. Then you got to go backwards. Let me get into the bigger hole again. I'm going to come this direction. Oh, and you just chunk little pieces out of here, huh? Do I need a more aggressive blade? All right, we're just going to sink that right down into the corner. Oh, I see that, Lawrence. As I turn the wood, it sort of the blade slowly comes around. Hey, Lawrence, what kind of blade should I buy? Because these blades are probably 15, 20 years old, all brand new. Should I just replace them all and get better, higher quality blades that are available now? How's that work? Or are these good enough? Maybe I should just stick with these and waste them and then I think what I want to do is wear Carrie's magnifying head glass, that green thing. Yeah, let me try those, babe. Let's see if that helps me focus in there a little bit. All right. I guess I start here at the bottom and slowly come up the E. Hey, Lawrence, do the blades dull quickly? Or is it just me being impatient? This is actually quite fun. I think I have to learn how to tension my blade a little bit better. But there's time for that. Lawrence is probably sitting there on the edge of his chair going, man, I could do that so much better. Watching a pure novice on my first half hour of a scroll saw. Yeah, so as you push on it just tenderly, it sort of catches up. What you got, babe? Oh, she can't find them. She don't want me to use them.
No, I can't find them.
All right. So why is it not going now? Why is it, I got pedal to the metal and I got nothing here.
Battery died.
No, it's plugged in. It's not a battery. No juice, Lawrence. Not one bit.
It's the wire.
No. It had power.
It's worn out.
Here's a little piece that fell out. I don't want to put my fingers near all that stuff. Did I trip the breaker? Nope. Still got power. Still got power. Could be my foot switch. Let's see. What's Lawrence saying up there? No, I'm trying to be helpful. You have to learn what's right for you. Yeah, no doubt. Double check your power plug. Yep, I did. They dull quickly on harder woods. Yeah, this is a harder wood. The Flying Dutchman #5 reverse tooth and number 7 and 9 skip tooth. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking it might be the foot switch. Electric foot switch, foot pedal switch. Huh. Nothing. Nothing. Well, I didn't like it when I started it. Maybe it's probably pretty old. Doesn't look old, but I've had it for 3.5 years, maybe, I think. When did we move it here? 21, yeah. 4 years. So that means I got to plug it straight into the plug here. So I will pull that out of there. And I will, where's that plug at? Oh, it's the one that's plugged into the heater. Now, if I plug this straight in, I don't have any variability, but all I have is an on-off switch anyway, so no big deal. Wonder if it's my rheostat here. That's plugged directly in, Lawrence. Oh. I think I need to spray a little bit of electrical cleaner in there to get that going. Let's see. Let's go this way now. Yeah, Lawrence, I can tell that I need to work on my tensioning. Yeah, I have almost no tension in my blade. So what I'm going to do is lift this up back here. And I'm going to tension that a little bit better. Let's see, that's about right there. And then tighten it down. Let's see if that's any better. A little bit, not much. About to take a lesson on tensioning. Well, Lawrence, this is an easy way to learn a lot, isn't it? I'm going to buy some of those blades you recommend tonight. Hopefully they'll be here soon. Yeah, I suspect the blade needs to be a bit tighter than it is right now, or I just think it's super dull already. All right, there's that chunk there. Let me turn that off. I'm going to lift this thing up, lift that up, get that chunk out. So that's a little chunk there that was just cut out. And I'm going to get a little gauge for this, Lawrence, to give me just a playing card's depth through there. So this is super tight. Or I'm going to make me one of those Steve Good clamps. Okay, so at least I know the saw works. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut out these little E slots here. And then we'll do a review and let everybody know what we're doing. All right, that wasn't the best, but we'll come this way. Get the other side, right, Lawrence? Is that how you do that? Here we go. That wasn't too bad. Then we'll come in here. It sure smells good. Maybe this is walnut. I'm going to head right for that corner, right? Right, Lawrence? Yeah, there we go. That way I get a nice little cut. Oh, very nice. Oh, this is fun. All right. I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to loosen that blade, and we're going to take this off. So here's what we've done so far. So we've made the E part for carry. And then we'll put it in the other side and keep going. Yeah, I think this is Paduke. You can see how red it is. And that's a hardwood. So I got my little tube of, what's a number 2? Number 2 regular. Ooh, that's little. All right, let's go with a number 5 again. Number 5 regular blade. I got about 60 of them in here. Bunches and bunches of them. So this is the blade. Super small teeth on one side, this side here, no teeth down the back. I'll put that back in there. Yeah, if I have to throw all these blades away, it's no big deal. They sort of came with the saw, and I don't have any idea what quality they are. Okay, now I got to reach down here, loosen that one up, and take the blade out. Then I've got to take this blade, get it in the right direction, and put it down into that little hole down there, which I'm telling you is about impossible to get in. So what I do is I take that thing out. Loosen that up a hair, put that in there, tighten it up, super tight. Then I'll bring it back down here. I think that's why they meant to do this. There's a little spring-loaded thing down there that sort of helps that out. And I would imagine that is probably the thing that most scroll saws don't like to play with, is changing that blade so much. All right, that's in the bottom there. And that's going to come up there, and this is going to come down there. Let me get that out of the way. I can see there's a couple little things here I need to replace, Lawrence. Just old rubbery plastic stuff. And I turn that till I get that all nice and lined up in there. Oops. All right, that's pretty tight. I'm going to throw this one away. Let me see. Yeah, it doesn't even have any grab to it. So that one's definitely. Oh, I should have put this thing on there. Dang it. See, I'm learning already. We're going to go into this one here. That little hole there. Going to feed that up through there. Bring this arm back down here. I can see, Lawrence, that after a while you'll get a little muscle memory of how to actually do this and where your fingers need to go and all that kind of stuff. All right, that's pretty tension. Oh, Harry, I gotta unloosen this thing here because right now it's too tight, or should be tighter, I should say. So let's bring this bottom one up. I'm gonna loosen that one. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's a whole lot. That was my problem before, is it was too loose. I'm gonna tighten that there. And this thing says for a number 5, it should be about right there. And that's about right. Beautiful. And now it is super tight. All right, I'm getting better. Getting better, Lawrence. Let me see what's going on the screen here. Good job, Tim. Thank you. I usually get a gross of blades, which is 100. Yeah, I know what a gross is. Absolutely. Thank you. It's around $40. Cool. You also learn where the foot pedal is quickly. Absolutely. I need to buy a new foot pedal, quite frankly. Let's see, what's Joe say up there? Hi, Sandy. Hey, Sandy. Yeah, I'm being very careful, so they say. Okay, we're going to get this down there. We're going to drop this down to here. And I wonder, I probably could do this right here. I got this thing on a little Joby mount. Not sure. Can you see that okay? That's where the blade is there. Let me get this thing to grab here. No, that's not going to work. Let me put those 2 feet back there and this one right there. Oh, that's pretty good there. I'll get that out of my way. We'll move that back there. How's that looking? Oh, that's pretty good. Blade's going through that little hole there. It's on now. All right. This is the eye, or the, I got to get this thing away from there. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's much better. Wow. Makes a big difference with a sharp knife. Let me get this blowing. There we go. That thing's supposed to blow all the sawdust out of the way. I can see I'm going to get a pair of magnifiers as well. Probably going to order that tonight. This is definitely looking like a kindergarten project, I can tell you that. Tim's kindergarten project at 63. Heck yeah, baby. Never stop learning. Now, let me get that thing. There we go. I'm going to get a new funnel for this too and get this to be elongated and get out of the way of this arm right there. Now, let me flip it around. And we will come down the other side of that guy. I can see that once you know what you're doing, that this is going to be very enjoyable and a lot quicker. Because right now, as you can tell, I'm just fumbling around trying to figure out where everything goes. I'm going to come back down this side here. Went a little off kilter on that one, but you know, whatever. This is my learning project. And of course, I don't pick an easy one. I saw a scroll saw thing of a leopard. Oh, man. That looked like it had about 500 holes on it. You know, Leonard or Lawrence, I can see as I turn that, it starts biting into the wood and then changing directions quickly. All right, now we're going to come down to this little corner here. Yep, and I can see I'm going to make myself a Steve Good clamp. Probably tinkering around this weekend sometime. I got plenty of little scrap chunks of wood around here. But it'll be better than this little black fold down thing I got there. So Lawrence, I imagine you go through blades pretty quick, huh? All right, so now we gotta move again. So do I have to detension as I'm pulling this out? Yeah, so I got a detension. So now the pressure is off the blade. Take that out, put that in the next hole. Oh, the end of that thing is bent. Dang. That must have been pretty tight there, Lawrence. Let me get a little pair of pliers here. Other drawer. Let's see. Well, that just really went wonky, didn't it? I think I got to replace that whole blade. That one didn't last long. That one got all screwy real quick. Guess I'll just leave this thing open. Throw that one away because it's no good. And grab another one. Yeah, I could see that changing blades is going to be an often activity. There we go. So that's all tightened up in there. So what I'm doing is changing the blade. So this is the bottom thing, and that just goes down in the bottom, holding the blade right now. So we will stick this up through this hole right here. And I'm getting my finger memory down there pretty good. So that goes in there. Very nice. And then I got to bring that down. Let me put this in here first. You do need 3 hands, don't you, Lawrence? Okay, that is up. This will come down. Tighten that up. And this thing here screws up, so the tightening is already set. I can see I'm going to need like a little handle kind of thing on that tensioner. All right, super tight. And I'm going to reroute this little hosey thing because it needs to. I'm going to get some more tubing and replace that and make it longer and make it go where I want it to go. All right, let's get this down here. This sort of keeps the block from going up and down too much. Okay, here we go. Power on. Now I got to get my hand up underneath that camera holder. Let me get the tools out of the way here. Oh, I got that tension a whole lot better. I like that. Man, that is good. That makes a big difference, doesn't it, Lawrence? Getting that tension just right. I'm not doing the lines very good, but man, they're cutting a whole lot better now. All right, when you get it right, it just drops right out. Okay, let's come down here. Your first one doesn't go exactly like you want it to, but it's not bad. I'll not give this one to Carrie. I'll let her have a better one someday when I'm good. Good thing I didn't pick one with 1,000 holes, huh, Lawrence? That would have been fun. All right, that's not bad there. Let's take this right down here. Yep, thing is falling. What I need to do is get this thing arched up a little bit because my hand is underneath it. And then we'll come down like that. There we go. Oh, that's much better. It gets a little safer now, too. All right, let me turn that off. Detension it. Yeah, I'm going to need a little handle on that. Ugh. Okay, there's that one there. Undo this here. Lift this up so we can get that. All right, there we go. I'm jacking this thing all around. Let me get this thing aimed better. I could just do it like that. No, it wouldn't work. All right, so let's get this off of here. So here's what we've done so far. We've got the not perfect, but we're getting there. So eventually you'll be able to see through it. And of course, from the back, doesn't look too bad. I'll sand this off so all those little holes are gone. Pretty splintery wood. All right, let's go on to the next hole here. Get that out of the way. And that's going to be the tiny little hole on the R. Bring this back down here. Oh, it just came out of the bottom. So that little clippy thing, I gotta adjust that down there. He had it sort of stretched out of the bottom. I've got to get that little tightened up down there. I'm going to move that out of the way, see how that goes for a bit. I do need one extra hand, though, All right, let me tension that baby back up. Okay, there we go. That's nice and tight. And flip it on. Yeah, I'm going to get a variable speed switch. This hole's so small, it's just like etching it out. Okay. Off. Detention. Undo. Let me get this little hosey thing out of the way. And I'm not going to come up into that R area, so I'm just going to go on to the next big piece here, which is another R area. Okay, let me get this out of the way. Get this down here. Tighten that up. Doesn't need a whole lot of tightening on there. Yeah, this is sort of a cone kind of thing back there, so I'm going to make a little handle for that because that's going to get old lifting that up and down. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Now we're cutting. Had to get everything back in place. I didn't go get some poplar. I should have. Be a lot softer, probably a lot easier. And I can see, Lawrence, as I'm doing it, that you start developing ways to get into corners that were not obvious to begin with. Here we go. Take those little chunks out. All right, there we go. I will say the saw is pretty smooth. It's me that's sort of jerky as I'm trying to maneuver the saw. two things I've noticed right away. I don't like that little black arm that sticks down there. So probably not going to use that much, but I do need that little, I do need that Steve Good clamp. Okay. Detention. Hey, Stacy. Just playing around tonight. Let's see what we got here. It says, it's official. I just like watching Tim make stuff. That's funny. You can use those emery boards for your nails. They sand pretty good for your nails. What's my nail? That's why I like my Seiko. The tension is on the blade clamp. I may learn how all this stuff works and adjust my world from there, Lawrence. I'll tell you. Let's see this leg here. I'm going to get him out of the way a little bit. There we go. Let's see. I detensioned it, lift the air thing out, pull this off. Now we can back up through that R thing again. That's sort of a pain in the butt there, but we'll do it anyway. Okay, I'm learning how where all my fingers need to go. I wonder what this thing is here. Oh, what is this? Is that a detensioner? Oh, look at that, Lawrence. It tensions up the blade. Oh, so you crank this big detention or tensioner back in the back. And then this one here. Oh, geez. That was a little too much. That was a little too much. All right, let's try that again. I'm going to take this little knuckle out of the bottom here. Bring it up here. Does that have to be straight out of that hole? Or I guess it pivots down there, so that's not bad. And we'll put it up through here. Oh, I see. I'm trying to do it by my hand, my eyeballs there, but it's much easier if you just look at it. All right, let's get it through here. All right, that's pulled up. Blade's going on the front. This comes down here. Let me detension this back here. I'm going to have to go read the book after I do all this tonight, and then it'll probably tell me all the things I'm doing wrong. Okay, so, oh, I see. So it says put this thing about 130 there, and then you pull this down. Is that thing up on the bottom? Oh, there we go. I got to get it up on the bottom. And there's probably a video online of how to do this too. Okay, that didn't make it there. What's wrong down here? Okay, that one's going good down there. This one comes in here. Nope, didn't grab it. I may have to, I mean, this saw is probably 20 years old, so I'm going to have to learn how to operate it. I'm going to leave this thing alone here because that wants to pop that sucker out. But I can see that this is an integral clamp. I'm just got to figure out how to do it later. So let me put this down here. Here we go again. Man, my drill bit just about drilled this whole thing out. Yeah, there really wasn't a whole lot left after I drilled that out. All right. All that for just that tiny little hole. That's funny right there, boy. I don't care who you are. Get that out of the way. Pull this up. Put that one up through there. Oh, that got bent too. Okay, so that one's got to come out. So time for a new blade. We'll take that out. We'll grab a new one. I got oodled. These things must be cheap, huh, Lawrence? Because you go through them pretty quick. And there's really not a whole lot of aggressive teeth on this thing here. It's pretty, just enough to grab your finger kind of thing. And it was absolutely gorgeous here today. I hope it was gorgeous where everybody was. I know that spring is just around the corner. All right, we grab that there. That's good. And then we tension it back here. And now we can pull that. No, I pulled that right out of there. Yeah, you can tell Timmy don't know what he's doing. Hey, Joe. Let's see. All right, that one's on there. Blade's going straight. Yep, after this, I'm going to pull out the manual. I'm going to go read it, and then, I might even know what I'm doing. Oop, let me get this fed into there. But this is how I learn. I just sort of go do it and then figure it out. Okay, that one's there. That one comes down there. That does. Oh, I gotta remember to detension it, or it will not come down. It's all tensioned up over there. All right, tighten this back here. And if I do this here, woo, that's tight. Man alive, that's tight. All right, let's get you guys in a little closer here. I'm going to move those legs. There we go. All right, on. Get this little blower here to blow all the sawdust out of the way. Maybe next week we'll pound some leather. We'll stamp up some stuff and make something. That'll be fun. Next Thursday. I'm just doing this now because Carrie didn't want to overwhelm us with more blanks, and I didn't want to turn tonight. I wanted to play tonight. Come around here. Lawrence, I think I'm going to have to make a trip to the hardware store tomorrow to get some nuts and bolts to make my Steve clamp, because I can see it will be very helpful and, quite frankly, a bit safer. Because while my hands are not near the blade, they're close enough that if I wasn't paying attention and slipped really bad, that I could have a digit hurting by the end of the night. And I'm going to get some magnifying glasses. All right, there's that one out. And we'll just turn this around. Ooh, I like that, Lawrence. That was cool. Okay, now I got to turn it off again. Loosen that. Let that one go there. Yeah, you can tell this is an older saw that doesn't have quite all the technology. Although this is literally a $1,300 or $1,400 saw. Crazy to think about that, huh? Get that out of the way. Tensioning up. Okay, I like that. Boy, that thing is really tight. Get this down here blowing. All right, here we go. Power on. All right, I think I'm getting a little bit of the hang of this, Lawrence. I can see that my cuts are flowing a little better. That one not there so much. And I can see how you make a corner turn. I've just got to get a little better. All right, that just dropped right out of there. You guys like that camera a little closer? You can see what I'm doing a little bit better, maybe. Oh, yeah, I really like that, Lawrence. That was pretty cool there. I like that there. Yeah. Knocking down here. And now I'll do a turn in that corner. Oh, I'm getting the hang of that. That's pretty cool. I overshot that one, but that was pretty neat. Cool, man. I'm liking that. You're right. So you turn the wood in the direction the blade wants to go, and it will go there. Some a little faster, some a little slower. Oh, that was cool there. I probably shouldn't have chosen such a thick piece. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that, Lawrence. That's nifty. I'll get better at that. Hey, that's my best cut yet. That's pretty cool. Check this out. Okay, let's loosen that one, loosen this one, and loosen this one. We've still got a good blade, so we're going to go up through there. And I'll check the comments here in just a heartbeat. Okay, so this one here, I hold the blade in there with that, tighten it with that one, and then tension here. I'm getting the hang of it, Lawrence. I'm getting the hang of it, buddy. Lawrence, I'm telling you, this is all Lawrence's fault. He inspired me to get out this scroll saw I bought a few years ago because it was such a good deal and to do something. This is Lawrence's fault. Let me check the comments out here real quick. Let's see. Good bird's eye view. Yeah, glad you like that. No, the saw is set up completely different. It is about 50 or 60 years old. What saw is? Oh, my husband chopped half the tip of his finger off when a chair leg slipped. Woo! That's not good. Wow. Hey, Sean's there from Why Travel from Tucson. Hello, Sean. Yeah. So I'll get this rigged better because I can probably rig it. I could probably rig this thing to this piece right here because this is steady. It doesn't move. and I'll be able to yank it and put it right down there. That'll be pretty cool. I have to play with that too. It's all fun. Okay, here we go. Let me get the little guy down here to blow the dust out of the way. Yeah, I don't really like, let me turn this off for a second. This is a little loose right here. See where I'm playing? This thing here. I'm going to move, I don't know how, but I'm going to move this air hose thing to the other side. I may get rid of this here when I do the, because this is the little arm that you put the blade around and you can, it'll hold stuff down. But with the Steve Good thing, I won't need this. So I'll take it out, store it, and I can flip this to the other side. And it'll be a lot smoother down here. Because right now this thing just about gets in just about gets in the way of this moving arm. See, I'll show you. So just about gets in the way. So I'm gonna reroute that and make it a little bit better. Okay, here we go. Blower on. All right, I'm going to practice this. I'm going to come down. I'm going to come around here, down to this corner down here. Oh, man, you know, tightening that top tensioner really made a lot of difference. There we go. Now I come down here, make myself a little larger gap. Then I'm going to go backwards up around that little thingy bit. Ow! There we go. Caught the wood. Scared the crap out of me. Probably scared the crap out of you, too. All right, let's come this direction here. That's why I need a Steve clamp. Yeah, you're right, Lawrence. If you just let the saw do the work, look at that. That is cool. That even feels good. I'm literally just turning the piece of wood, and it's slowly, slowly bringing that shape out. Blew it right there. Got a little excited. I know. Yeah, see, I got all overconfident. Lost it. Lost my mojo already. But that's okay. See, I got a little bit of out of whack right there. So I'm going to come back through there. I'm just going to let the saw do the work. Chip away at that nice little shape I had there. Oh, I can see how you can repair too, Lawrence. I went a little too far there. Couldn't see the line. Okay, we'll come right back around there. Whoop. Easy, boys. Oh, just let go of it. It'll find its way. All right, now we'll come up this side here. I just got to get better at aiming, that's all. This is fun. There we go. That piece was loose. So we'll turn that off. We will unclamp this, detension that. Oh, back there. There we go. Okay, that little piece came out. Not too bad. Little niblets, if you will. So we will check this out. This is pretty cool. Let's see. What am I doing? Oh, I got to take this off here. It's all, it's all detensioned. Forgot what I was doing. I got all excited. So there it is there. Let me back up this camera just a hair. So there's the carry so far. Hey, Lawrence, how do you get these little tiny spots? Got to use my driller that's on the way. So let me, what was I doing here? I'm going to, where's my drill? My drill is right here. And I'm going to, let me just get this aimed right here. You can see my cool tie-dye shirt. See if I can get this right down in there because I want to cut those out now. I'm getting all excited. And I'm going to make Carrie use this for her keychain. I'm going to swap all her keys out tonight. All right, it's a little too big, but it'll work okay. We get right in the middle there. All right, I'm going to do this little A part here. All right, so I got 4 little places here to get. We'll put this drill over here. Come back down in here. All right, now we're going to feed our blade up into these little holes here. The only thing I can't figure out is that A, the middle of the A there, because it is so dang tiny. I'm going to have to get a real small drill bit. Okay, so let's come down here. Is the bottom up? So the bottom is up. I got to check that. Then I'll put that there. And I'll come over here and tension this thing up. There we go. And I will flip this lever to do that final tension. I really like it because, man, that thing gets tight. Woo! Okay, let's get you guys in here real tight. Saw is on. Oh, let me get the air blower here. There we go. I can see what I'm doing. So we're just going to nibble this away a little bit because that literally that drill is about the size of that whole hole. I'll make it a little square, even though it's a little large. I think this right here would be really good for a spiral blade. Lawrence, what do you think? All right, not bad. Not bad. It's awful tiny hole, I'll tell you. Okay, well, untension that. Untension that. And we'll go to the next hole. All right, then we'll come down here. All right, and tension back here. And we'll do this one here. That's pretty tight. All right, here we go. Power on. I'm going to flip this baby around. Come the other direction. Across the bottom. And I'm going to come up here. Oh, let me get my little, there we go. Amazing. You cannot see with all that sawdust in the way. Just reminds me of finger painting. Make a rooster. Okay. All right. There's that one. Out of the way. Loosen that. Loosen that. This is really the key, that little tensioner on top there. Come down to the next one. Where's that one at? There it is. All right. Bottom is up. Bring the top down. Grab that blade with the screw thingy. Tension in the back. I'll tell you, Lawrence, I'm learning a lot. be when I purchase a reel or another one, I'll know what the heck I'm doing and what I'm looking for. And let's get the blower down there. And what I really need. Must be a secret to all these little tiny places. Like maybe fill them in with a magic marker. Make it look like a hole without making a hole. All right, let's turn that off now. And here we go again. Okay, so I'm getting better at this detensioning and all that kind of stuff. So that's a little less frustrating, I can tell you that. All right, let's get this. Now the keyhole, this is where the key fob's going to go. Push the bottom up, bring this down, tighten that up there, tension in the back. And I can lubricate that tensioner in the back. That'll make it just a little easier. And then tighten that there. Whew, that baby is tight. Okay, let's get you in nice and tight here. And I'm going to hold this. Power on. Oh, let me get the blower here. Here we go. Now, can I do this full circle by just rotating and holding the blade in space? And you know what I could have done with this, Lawrence, is just drill it out. Beautiful. Okay. Power off. I think we're done, except for that little A part right there. I don't know how to get in there. If I drilled a hole in there, it'll be huge. Flip that, flip this, undo this. All right. All right. So there it is. There's the carry keychain holder. It's actually quite thick. Probably should have chosen something a whole lot smaller. Let's see how we're doing here on the comments here. Make sure I get them all. Hello, Sarah. Hey, Tim, for the adjust or for the A, just drill a hole and leave it. That's what I would do. Oh, okay. So let me do that. I do have one tiny little drill bit there. We're just playing around tonight, Sarah, but it's actually going to be bigger than the actual thing. But I get what Lawrence is saying. You're sort of fooling the eye. Yeah. Now this has got let me show you this. I got a piece of paper on the front of here that it's a pattern. That's why it looks all black. So let me go sand that off real quick. So I'll be right back. I'm going to drill the hole out with this bigger thing here. Oh, that didn't work. That's a little brittle. Okay, that won't work, but it was a good project. I'm just going to go sand it off, do a little tiny bit of finishing. Let me turn the blower on. All right, blow her off. I'm going to go ahead and blow this off here. What is still on? Oh, I left the sander on. All right, that's off. All right, so here it is. Let me sit back down here. We'll get a down shot on it. I broke it. I went to drill it out and I broke it because it's probably old dry wood. That's not too bad. If you look real close, you'll see that I, get better as I go, which you'd expect, right? Let's break out the Leopards scope. Let's see. And digital microscope. Let me move this saw out of the way. And here comes the carry parade. Oops, let's go this way. You can see it looks better from a distance, but some is good. And some I need a lot of practice on, of course. There's the hole drilled for the A. And again, I got a little wild there at the bottom of the A. It looks sort of stoneworkish, doesn't it? Dang, doesn't look so good when you magnify it. There's the back that was all busted out. I just sanded it off. But it is fun to do. That looks like a cursive I. And I got to get, this is with the first piece I did right here. You can see my corners are all jacked up because I didn't know how to turn. But as I got down here, this one here was actually pretty decent. This little in between the A and the R. Flip that around there. That one came out pretty, couple little nicks on the top there, but that came out pretty decent. And then I was going this way, and I really had a good time doing the outside circle of that one there and the C. That actually came out pretty cool. This is made out of Paduke, apparently a very brittle wood. Once I hit that saw on there, it just cracked that right out because, again, there's not a lot of grain there. So if I were doing this out of something cool, that would be neat. That would be neat. Let's see. Let's get over here. Let me see what everybody's saying here. Next, Tim, put blue tape on your wood, then glue your pad. Oh, I saw that, but I couldn't remember everything as I was preparing. So, yeah. Let's go back up here. Let's see. I saw that. Yikes, Cindy, when he cut his tip off. Hello, everyone. Just spent 3 hours at Joann's waiting to get fabric. It was a madhouse. Could you imagine? They're probably just about giving it away just to clear it out. Tim for the A, got that. I saw that one there. That's a good one. Thank you, Cindy. Just sit here and watch Tim relax, having a good time. Exactly. Spiral blade. So hey, Lawrence, what brand of spiral blades should I buy? So you use a 5 and a 3. I'll take all these notes when I'm getting. I would love the 30-inch Pegasus. Oh, that is a beautiful, beautiful saw. Really beautiful. Sarah Ann, go for it. Get one and just start doing it. I like that right there. And drill your hole first next time. You mean for the A? Looks good. See you around, Stacy. She probably already left. She gone. Great for my first project. Yeah, that was literally the very first time I have ever used a scroll saw. I can cut the circle and put on an eye hook. Absolutely. Yeah, it's not, I got to save it. I'll put it on the wall if nothing else. The Flintstones. Yeah, see, it looks like rocks, doesn't it? Practice does make perfect, always. And Flying Dutchman. Is that the name of the, I'm going to go look that up. Flying Dutchman. Got to learn how to spell all that right? N-G-D-U-T-C-H-M-A-N. Dying Fletchman Blades. Flying. Oh, yeah, there they are. Flying Dutchman Blades. Best scroll saw blades, Flying Dutchman from mikesworkshop.com. So what do you get for 8 1/4? Orders of $100 or more. So let's see, heavy duty Ironman. Here's a Penguin Silver reverse, Penguin Silver, new spiral. Let's go see what the new spiral. So, $5.48 a dozen. That's not bad. And if you buy 12 dozen, you get them down to $4.08. That's what you'd buy, right? Get 12 for about $50. You'd have 144 blades. That's pretty good. And you just got to pick your size. That's pretty cool. Very good. Blades, Flying Dutchman. I get mine from Wooden Teddy Bear. Okay, let me go look for Wooden Teddy Bear. That just sounds wonderful. Wooden Teddy Bear. Scroll saw blades. The woodenteddybear.com. He's got bandsaw blade, flying. Oh, he sells the Flying Dutchman there too. Let's go look at the new spirals. He's 4 cents cheaper. And you got to pick your one. And if you buy bulk, it's $4.08. So the same cost. Same cost, same guy. Maybe it's cheaper. Is he in the U.S., I hope? The current USPS is 1 to 3 weeks. If you need quicker, choose the FedEx option. I'm not in any hurry, but appreciate that information. Hello, Rebecca. Just about going to finish things up here. Had a good time here. I made a little scroll saw project. It was supposed to be a key ring, but I broke that end off because it's old, brittle, dry wood. And it's made out of Paduke, which is a beautiful wood if you're making a cutting board. Good. Montana's good. And this is the very first project I ever did on a scroll saw. So I figured we just jump in today and have at it kind of thing. Anyway, everybody, it was absolutely a pleasure to spend a little time with you this evening. I'm just here in place of Carrie's thrilling Thursday. And she doesn't want to sell any blanks right now because we're about 300 pens in the hole. So tomorrow afternoon, we'll start doing pens, and all through the weekend, watch for the premieres, all that good stuff. We should be live Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday night for at least 2 hours. Usually on Saturday and Sunday, I like to go to about 3 hours. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, Rebecca, my first shot. I really need good blades, and I got to learn how to use my saw. So I'm going to grab the actual manual now and go look at what I'm supposed to do. I was just trial and erroring it now. And I figured some stuff out, but now I know how it works and all that kind of stuff. Plus, I got to order a foot pedal. But everybody have a wonderful evening. I'll see you around. See you tomorrow night live for sure. And we will have fun all weekend with everybody. See you around. Have a great night.